Hello and welcome to another session of online Pachala, and today we would be discussing on angles. So the subtopics are: what is an angle, how is it measured, and what are the different types of angles. So what is an angle? An angle is measured whenever two lines meet at a point. So here the meeting point is known as vertex. The two lines are known as arms of an angle, and this is an angle. So how is an angle measured? The angle is measured by the amount of turn that one line, let's say this line, must travel about this point to arrive at the position of another line. In other words, it's the amount of turn which this line needs to take to overlap with the another line. It is measured in degrees. So there are many different types of angles classified mainly by their size. The first one is a null angle. The null angle is an angle when there is no rotation or no movement takes place. So this is the line, and because it's not moving anything, it's known as null angle or a 0-degree angle. So next type of angle is a whole turn, full turn or round angle. A whole turn angle or a full turn angle is one complete revolution around a point. So this is a point, and from here one complete revolution back to the same point or back to the same line from the point gives us a whole turn, one complete turn, and the total of one complete turn is 360 degree. So a whole turn is always 360 degree. So the next type of angles are right angle. A right angle is a quarter of a full turn, and it's equal to 90 degree. Lines that meet at right angles, so these two lines, they are meeting at the right angle, and so they are known as perpendicular to each other. The symbol always to show a right angle is like a square, and this shows that these lines are perpendicular. So basically, the turn is always a quarter of a turn. This circle you can divide into 4 parts, and it's one part. It's a quarter of the turn. That is a right angle. The next angle is a straight line angle. A straight line angle is a half of full turn angle. So basically, this is the line, and when it goes back on the opposite side, it makes a straight line angle, and it's always measured to 180 degrees. The next angle in the types of angle is an acute angle. An acute angle is any angle that is smaller than quarter turn, that is 90 degree. So any angle that is smaller than 90 degree is an acute angle. So this becomes our acute angle. So any angle between 0 degrees to 90 degree will be an acute angle. So the next angle is an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is an angle which is greater than 90 degree, but it is less than 180 degree. So this angle becomes an obtuse angle, because if, let's say, if this is 0 degree and we take this as 90 degree and this becomes a 180 degree half turn, then this becomes our obtuse angle. So an angle that lies between 90 degree and 180 degree is known as obtuse angle. So the next angle in the discussion is a reflex angle. A reflex angle is an angle that is greater than 180 degree. So let's draw a line of 180 degree. It's greater than 180 degree. That means it's greater than the half turn, but it's less than the full turn. So this becomes our reflex angle. So it's between 180 degree to 360 degree. That is, it is between the half turn and the full turn, complete full turn.